Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And what you see on the screen is what I'm gonna play is this halftime show that happened during the Super Bowl, where you had this artist goes by the name of Bad Bunny, you know, perform. And him and you had a bunch of other Northern Kingdom, Israelites, but mainly he was there was a lot of so-called Puerto Ricans there who, according to the scriptures, is known as the tribe of Ephraim, right? The house of Joseph, right? So I'm gonna play this, try to get through it as quick as I can, but yeah, man, this thing is uh, uh, uh the spirit of Jake is changing here in America. Like we know that these entertainers, they're set up, and they are bought and paid for, and they deal with a lot of occult, you know, rituals, and a lot of them sold their souls and made a deal with Satan. But this this show was very spiritual if you looked at it in that way. If you have eyes to see and ears to hear, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he brought out a lot of things that are very historical. That the so-called Latin tribes went through. A lot of the ways that so-called Negroes grew up in this country, so-called Latinos grew up the same way, and in the hood with the so-called Negroes. So you got ignorant Negroes, that would say, and Latinos that would say that they're not Israelites, which they're just ignorant and don't know a damn thing. But like I said, I'm gonna let this play. I may stop it here and there. I got a couple of scriptures, and this right here made these devils very upset. The tribes are gonna come back together, no matter what this devil does, no matter how much money he puts into his division campaign. For the Israelites, they're going to come back together. The Lord said it in Ezekiel 37. He said it in I believe is Jeremiah 3:18, Jeremiah 16, in verse 19, I believe, how the tribes are going to come out of the land of the north. The land of the north is America. So yeah, this was I watched it, and it was entertaining, even though I didn't understand nothing that the brother was saying, because I don't speak English. I mean Spanish, right? But it's not our language anyway. That's not their language. That's the language that was beat into them, and when the Spaniards conquered them, and they're not Puerto Rican, man. They're not Puerto Rican, man. They are the tribe of Ephraim. You know, of the nation of Israel, right? Puerto Rican means rich port. So when they say that I'm Puerto Rican, that means that they're saying I'm rich port. Doesn't make any damn sense. But I'm ranting. Let's play this. Yabba Shemal Shah willing. The leg be edified. Try to get through it, you know, without. I mean, if you could understand Spanish, then by all means. But look at it as far as visually what you see. You know, brothers that's you know, in this truth that have the understanding, they'll more than likely see it the same way. So check it out. Shalom.
Qué rico es el latino. ¡Hoy se ve!
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias. Hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias.
And Salakia, you know, as you see, they in the field working, which this devil had the Northern Kingdom in the sugar canes factory, man, the sugar cane field. The same way the so-called Negroes was in the cotton field, so-called Latinos was in the sugar cane field. Same thing, man. I'm debating on playing it, like as far as the sound. You know, I don't want to get a strike or whatever, but you know, I'll probably just, yeah, man, I'll probably just play it and not play the sound, man, because you know, these devils, man, they'll try anything to give you a strike or something. So check. Let me set this up real quick. All right. You know, so you know, you see him walking through, and my rib is my wife is, you know, she's so called Puerto Rican, and you know, she put me on to a lot of these things, and yo, I believe it's Picawas is icy that is an icy that's made from, you know, a big block of ice. They shell off the ice and put certain flavors and all that on it. Then you had the, you know, Jake boxes is fucking goddamn commercials. My bad, man. Then you got you seen the older Jake playing dominoes, which Northern or Southern Kingdom, they play checkers, spades. The same thing is you know, so-called Northern tribes. I mean, the so-called Latinos. And then here you got, you know, Cardi B and a bunch of other so-called Latinos, man. So there's a lot. It's a lot in this. All right. You know, you get past the dancing and all that. You know, well, you had this thing had a lot of Edomites upset. You know, and so what, man? You know, Can't no Edomite put on a show like this. Why? Because last year Kendrick Lamar had a halftime show, and he sung "They Not Like Us," man. Which the scriptures tell you there's no people on the earth like the Israelites, man. Let's get Jeremiah 51 and 19 again. It says, Jeremiah 51:19, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them. It's not like who? The other nations. The portion of Jacob is going to be spiritually higher, it's, way more creative, way more dynamic, however you want to say it, man. It says, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name. So the inheritance, the Israelites are the inheritance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Right? They are the inheritance of the Lord. This is 2 Samuel chapter 7 and verse 23. It says, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, right? So what one nation is like Israel? None, right? And they come in different shades, man. Because you got Jake, talking about, oh, they light skinned with stringy hair, they can't be Israelites. Which you damn dumb as hell, man. Because you see they're different shades. And I'm dark, and you got a lot of so-called Puerto Ricans that are my shade tone and lighter, man. Right? I don't know what the hell, man. These fucking ads, man. Salakia. You know? All right. So it says, and look at that, Jake. He's so-called Puerto Rican right there. Let's go on right here. Look at him. He's a so-called Puerto Rican, man. Right? He has the nappy hair, just like the Southern Kingdom, Jake. The woolly beard, right? He's a little bit, a tiny bit lighter than me. So you niggas, man, right? It says, and what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, for whom went to redeem for a people to himself, man. So the Lord, is going to redeem us. He redeemed us out of many captivities, but this captivity he's going to redeem us, and we're not going to go back into captivity again, man. Because we captives here in America, man. It says, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible, which thou redeemeth to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods. So this is what the Lord is going to do, man, real soon. He's going to deliver the nation of Israel. Now, we know 2/3 of our people are going to be put to death, man. 2/3 of our people are going to be put to death because, they're caught up in this world, and they chose their other gods and worship their other gods, and they're not going to stop. They're not going to repent, man. But, our people are beautiful, man. Even in this low state, man, our people are very beautiful, man. And why? Because we are the rod and the inheritance of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. He put the spirit on us, right? So this is Joshua chapter 17 and verse 17. It says, and Joshua spake unto the house of Joseph, even to Ephraim and to Manasseh, saying, thou art a great people and hast great power. Thou shalt not have only one lot. So, hey, man, the tribe of Ephraim is a beautiful people, man. Right? me growing up throughout my childhood, I was always connected, and I grew up with the so-called Puerto Ricans, man. I grew up with them, you know, and it wasn't no, you know, I don't see nothing in common with them, man. I felt that home. You know what I'm saying? I felt that home, man. Even though you got a lot of Northerners that are against the Southern Kingdom and vice versa. You know, it's definitely out there, man. But the Lord said that thou art great people and has great power in the tribe of Ephraim. They are the head tribe of the Northern Kingdom, right? The head tribe of the Northern Kingdom. And you know, and the Lord is going to bring the tribes back together, man. And can't nobody stop it. So let's get Deuteronomy 14. Deuteronomy 14:2. It says, "For thou art an holy people," meaning the separate people. Nobody is like the Israelites on the earth, man. The Israelites have all the swag, you know, all the creative the you know, the creative spirit, can dance the best, look the best, smell the best, dress the best, cook the best, everything the best, man. Right? Even at our low estate. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have chosen thee to be a peculiar people," right? "Unto himself, above all nations that are upon the earth," man. So all the other nations, they are nothing, right? In the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? None of them can even touch the Israelites, man. None of them, man. And the scriptures tell you that the Lord severed the nation of Israel from other people, man. Right? Let's go to the next one. This is let's get Deuteronomy 7:6, which is reiterating what I just read, man. Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth," man. So the Israelites, even in our lower state, we are greater than every other nation on the planet, man. This is why we're hated. This is why the so-called white man, Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, African, Arab, right, nations have came together to become common enemies against the children of Israel, man. But even in our lower state, you see the greatness, man. You see it. And the Lord is waking the tribes up, because even in this, you know, captivity, this is only for a certain time. This is only for a certain time, man. Now here it is. You had many people that, and Salakia for the background noise. You had many people that entertain performed. Salakia. It's crazy, man. Living in the city. Boy, I tell you, man. It you had many different artists perform for the halftime show, man. But you know, I was looking at the ratings, and they said that he broke. You know, this brother right here broke the record, man. He broke records. You know, so it's a lot, man. Just showing you that, you know, Jake is the best at everything, man. So here you got you know, he got all the so-called Latino flags, the you know, which they dwell in those places, but you know, they're not from those places, man. Because we all going back home, man. We all going back to our homeland, which is Israel, man. All of us. So, you know, and these devils are upset because, you know, see, the Lord is in everything. The Lord is in everything, man. And before we get up out of here, man, the Lord is going to make his people, you know, shine, man. The elect of the nation of Israel is going to shine. The prophets are going to shine, man. Right? We already have the attention of the world, because you got every nation who tries to bite off of, you know, our culture and what we create and try to make it their own. But you know, the scriptures don't lie, man. The scriptures tell you that Jacob is the former of all things, man. Jacob is the creator of damn near everything, man. Everything. Right? Everything, man. So these devils are mad, man. These devils are mad. I got another one I want to play real quick, showing you pretty much the aftermath of this show and what these devils feel about it, man. Especially DJ Trump. You know? So it don't matter what they think, man. It don't matter what they think, man. We almost up out of here, man. And Jake and his wickedness, he gonna perish here. But we all gonna come back in our own land, and we're gonna be great, man. We're gonna be great. You know? So yeah, this performance, I watched it. You know, I didn't watch it, you know, to hear it. I mean, I can't understand it, like I said, but yeah, man. I watched it spiritually, man. So this is what these devils this is the aftermath of the show or whatever. And we're gonna get a couple, and we're gonna shut it down. We'll get a couple of scriptures and we're gonna shut it down. Let me all right. All right. Let's play this one.
God bless America.
Benito, how was it out there? How was it?
That was great.
Bad Bunny's Apple Music halftime show ripped apart.
And at the end, he said, "God bless America." America's about to be destroyed, man. You know, our people are very lost and you know, trodden down here, man.
By Donald Trump on Truth Social as, quote, one of the worst ever. The Grammy winner's Spanish language performance, which Trump labels a slap in the face to our country, was a celebration of America, with shout-outs to countries and territories across North and South America, including his home, Puerto Rico, part of the U.S.
A my motherland, mi patria, Puerto Rico. Seguimos aquí.
Good timing.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And estoy muy agradecido. I'm very happy. I'm grateful. Biggest pleasure is just create, have fun doing it, and connect with the people.
The president taking offense to Benito's Spanish, writing, "Nobody understands a word this guy is saying," calling it an affront to the greatness of America, and seemingly confirming he did not tune into Turning Point USA's counter-programming, the Kid Rock headlined All-American halftime show.
Si hoy estoy aquí en el Super Bowl 60, es porque nunca dejé de creer en mí. Tú también deberías de creer en ti.
So, you know, these devils, man. Let's get what he put. You know. Because, you know, these devils are upset, man. So Trump said, you know, the Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible. One of the worst ever. It makes no sense. It's an affront to the greatness of America and doesn't represent our standards of success. So here it is. Puerto Rico is a so-called American country, but you're not accepting, you know, so-called Puerto Ricans, man. You don't accept the Spanish language who your people conquered and you know, oppressed and beat that language into the so-called Latinos all through Central, North and South America, man. Right? Here it is. You want them to work here and work in your businesses and clean your house and fucking be your maids and watch your dusty kids. But you can't stand that they speak Spanish, something that you beat into them. These devils, man, got some fucking nerve, man. Here it is. I don't understand, you know, Spanish. I don't understand that, you know. But I'm not gonna you know, hate our people for it. I'm not gonna hate, you know, my people for it, man. I hate the Spaniards simply because y'all are not my people, man. The so-called white man is not our people, man. America is not our homeland. We about to get up out of here, man. So he goes on to say, he said, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity. America is only creative if the Israelites created, man. The only reason everybody wants to come to America is because the Israelites are over here and everything, every form of you know, every highest form of culture is in America due to the Israelites being over here, man. Right? It says all excellence is excellent because the Israelites are here. Nobody understand the word this guy is saying. It ain't for you to understand, man. He said he did it for his people, the so-called Latinos, man. Right? And when you go back into this dude, he speaks about, you know, he says African roots, but you know, he probably knows something, man. You know, he probably knows he's a Israelite, man. And this word is all around the world. So, you know, there are camps in Puerto Rico and brothers and sisters know, and we've heard at camp, brothers and sisters come up to the camp saying that they know they are from the tribe of Ephraim, man. that are Puerto Rican. They know that. Their grandparents and parents told them. So this word is definitely covering the earth, man. And these devils are fucking mad, man. But so what? It says nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting. Well, you devils, you can't dance, especially for young children. You don't give a damn about children, man. You devils, man. You man, I don't even want to go in, but you know why these kids are missing, man. Right? It says, especially for young children that are whatever. It says throughout the USA and all. It says and all whatever. So it's just a slap in the face to our country. Well, this ain't your country, devil. Yeah, you took it over. You took it from who? The so-called Mexicans, Native Americans, right? It says, there is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show and watch. It will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. So when you go into the real world, what's happening, man? You devils are going down, man. America is going down. Let me get some, man. This is because these devils, they full of hatred, man. This is Psalms 35 and 19. It says, let not them that are my enemies wrongfully rejoice over me. Neither let them wink with the eye that hate me without a cause, man. Right? So this is this is David. Right? About his enemies. David was an Israelite, and who hated David, man? These Edomites, man. The same way these devils hate Jake today, they hated King David back then. This is why King David hated Edomites, man. And not just that, King David knew that these devils are not his people. King David knew that these devils were the wicked. Verse 20, it says, for they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land, man. And the Israelites, you know, Jake just wanted to be left alone, man. Jake wanted to do his thing. He just wanted to be left alone, man. You hear Jake saying all the time, just, you know, leave us alone, man. Let us build our own here, even though that's not going to happen. But Jake don't want to deal with these nations, man. But Esau, Edom specifically, he has to be on top of Jake, man, to see what he's doing, man. He hates Jake, but yeah, he has to keep an eye on him to see what he's doing, man. Right? So these devils, man, they on their way out, man. This is Psalms 34 and 21. We're gonna shut it down. It says Psalms 34 and 21. It says, evil shall slay the wicked. DJ Trump and his people, they all considered the wicked. It says, evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate, man. So these devils, you know, they hating the righteous, which are the Israelites. I mean, you know, you got 2/3 that are here, but ultimately the Israelites, they are the righteous seed. But the scriptures tell you the righteous are more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them, man. That's Proverbs 12 and 26. You know? So that's what's going on in this country, man. Our people are you know, they're very hated here by these wicked, you know, demonic, you know, devils. So I'm gonna leave it there. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua willing, the elect was edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Wakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Hey man, we almost up out of here. You know, if you haven't watched this, the halftime show, go check it out, man. I mean, it's just something to see spiritually. You know, on how Jake, he knows what these devils did to him, and yeah, man. So, hey, man, these devils are haters. Shalom. To the next lesson.